And welcome to another episode of Expert Access. Danella Burnett here, founder of Encore Elite Events and Speakers Need to Speak. And I'm so excited in my life's work, I get to meet incredible healers, coaches, experts around the world and bring them to you. And today I'm here with Dr. Lancaster. And frequently when we work with people, they're coaches, but Dr. Lancaster is a psychotherapist, a credentialed doctor practicing here in California. And I'm excited to talk about your book. You have a new book coming up and a really unique approach that you have to healing. Dare I say, our broken world today and the broken people in it. So excited to welcome you to our platform today.
Well, thank you so kindly. I appreciate it.
So we use the word expert, and I always like to start off with this question. Sometimes an expert gets there through experience, sometimes through education. You probably have experience in both. Tell us what got you to the expert status that you have now.
Dr. Stephan A. Heller, renowned scholar of Gnostic Jungian therapy approaches and spiritual practices. So he's been training me over the last 20 years under the famous Hollywood sign. And he's now 90 years old, bless his heart. And he has personally trained me under the Jungian approach because he had met Carl Jung long ago. And he's also a Gnostic scholar, as I just said. So I have a combination between the two to create a Gnostic Pneumatherapy approach, which is a path to freedom. And that's what I'm the founder of. So
if someone is sitting in our audience today, and they're listening to you and trying to determine, is this somebody that could help me? What's a problem that somebody could be experiencing today that you can help them solve?
Well, world over, I think with most people is to answer the question, who am I? So many people do not know who they are and thus they suffer. Since when is the beautiful not of the divine? For the divine is always of the beautiful. That's you, that's me, that's us. So when we realize the divinity that's within us, then it comes to fruition and we become a Christ consciousness or Buddha consciousness, for example. And thus we help to heal ourselves and the world over.
And how could solving these kind of existential, big thought problems, how can that help us in everyday, real, practical life?
I have a patient of mine who I've taught this, or I should say an initiate, meaning a new beginning, a new awareness, who's taking my Gnostic Pneumatherapy path work where I mentor her. And she had severe depression, severe anxiety, feels like a failure as a mother, etc., etc. And so I taught her the active imagination approach, which Carl Jung is very well known for, as well as the Gnostics, and thus she has experienced the unknown to become known, the invisible to become visible. In other words, think about dreams, for example. In dreams, there's many different figures, right? Just like mythologies, stories of revelation. Same thing with visions. And thus, as she is consciously through her ego experiencing those different powers of her hidden self, those different traits of her hidden self, that come to fruition, whenever she has a certain problem, like say depression, then that divine figure, like an angel, comes to her and helps her with her depression through dialogue and assimilation. Or if she's having anxiety, then another archetype, superior reality, comes to her in a personified form and talks with her and guides her, comforts her, loves her, just cures her of that anxiety in her daily life. So the bottom line is, the more we become sensitive to these higher realities, they come to us. We have to allow it, and then they come to us more likely and assist us, help us with whatever mental health difficulty we're having, and therefore we are able to live a life that is more peaceful, more comforting, more helpful to other people as well, because we've done our own work. Doing our own inner work helps other people as well to do their work to help make this world a better place.
Well, on that note, the world a better place. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation with Dr. Lancaster, who has a real unique approach to psychotherapy. We're going to dig into that a little bit deeper and how this level of expertise can help you.